Zone 100 Podcast.
Relationship questions with my man 100Grand. What's up, brother?
Let's go. What's up, champ?
Cool,
Sure you want to
man.
ask me relationship questions, bro?
Of course.
Already.
What do you believe is the single biggest threat to a relationship between a man and a woman?
Shit. Sometimes it's finances. Sometimes it's lack of communication. Most of the time it's cheating. But for me, in my experiences, it's the friend, it's the homegirl. That lonely homegirl, that bitter homegirl. That the one when she see her peace, it reminds her of her chaos. When she see her happiness, it reminds her of all the things she don't have. Also, the biggest threat to a relationship is that woman's inability to see the union grow, because women catastrophize. They looking for the tragedy. You feel me? It's hard to build forever when somebody thinking temporary. You get what I'm saying?
Can a relationship ever really go back to normal after someone cheats?
No, but it can create something new. You know, cheating ain't always the end. Lying about it is. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
Once a person takes accountability, you can grow from that. You know what I'm saying? Accountability is, when it comes to relationship, accountability is the foundation from which you can grow from. Saying, it's my fault. How can we fix the problem? You know what I'm saying? When there's no accountability, there's a problem. But no, it would never be the same, but it can become something new. Absolutely.
Do you think trust is built or broken more often through words or actions?
Actions. Actions speak louder than words. Hell is words.
Yes,
You
indeed.
feel what I'm saying? Like, one thing about me and my wife, we have we talk about everything. And that's one of the things I talk to her about. Like, I don't have the time nor the energy. And it's not my job to prove that I'm not cheating. My job is not to cheat. My job is not to commit the act. You get what I'm saying? So it's always actions over words.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Why does society judge women differently than men when it comes to sleeping around?
You know the old saying, boys will be boys, but women get labeled. Society teaches men to value quantity, right? And teaches women to protect purity. Let me explain. If I have sex with 50 women in the same neighborhood, I'm celebrated. But if a woman has sex with 2 men in the neighborhood, she's the town whore. It's different. That's why a woman has to protect her purity, because the less men she sleep with, the more valuable she is. That's why when you find a woman with a low body count, that shit like hitting the lotto.
It's like finding a unicorn.
Already.
Can love survive without respect? Why or why not?
Is the Pope a Muslim? Hell no. if it's no respect, it's nothing. RESPEC, it's nothing, bro. Like, love without respect turns into like abuse.
Facts.
And I've read this quote that say, respect is the soil from which love grows from. It is the foundation. Have you ever seen a woman be in a relationship and don't respect her man? How she treat him? Because it's in a woman's nature to gravitate towards strength. Respect got to be demanded in a household.
That's facts.
Right.
Do men and women define loyalty differently?
Sometimes. Because a lot of times women tie loyalty to emotional safety. They want to feel safe. Our loyalty is tied to, I'm not fucking a bitch. I'm not stepping out. See, when it comes to loyalty with women, it's just one thing. It's almost like she have to be present even when she ain't present. So you got to carry it like she around even when she not around.
She's not around.
Because she want to feel emotionally safe wherever you at on this planet. She want to feel like he going to carry it like I'm still there. That's loyalty there.
What role does submission or leadership play in today's relationships? And is it misunderstood?
Very misunderstood. Leadership is not control, it's service. It's how can I make you a better person? And submission is not weakness, bro. It's trust. Because a man's supposed to lead with love, not ego. And a woman's supposed to submit to vision, not control. And the thing is, women go their whole life, I ain't submitting to a man, I ain't submitting to a man. But now you're 50 with no man.
Mm-hmm.
How has not submitting worked out for you? You got everything you want. Got everything. Got the big house, got the big car. You ain't got nobody to share it with. You wake up one night and realize that Chanel bag can keep you warm at night. It's the truth, bro.
It's facts. What keeps a woman interested and engaged after years in a relationship?
Spontaneity, her being seen. Yo, it's two things my uncle told me when me and my brothers was kids. He said, listen to the woman. Don't listen to her from a defensive ear. Just listen to her, because sometimes she just want to just vent.
Mm-hmm.
Don't listen to try to combat. And number two is you treat your woman like she's the most important person on the planet. And even if the relationship don't work out, you will always have a friend in her. It got to be spontaneity. She got to feel seen. Send her some flowers. Take her on a surprise vacation, bro. Shit like that.
True indeed. What keeps a man focused and desire after being with the same woman long term?
When he feel wanted and not just needed, right? A man stays where he appreciated and not tolerated. Like a man stays where he's appreciated. It's the man's job to build the kingdom. It's the woman's job to make him feel like a fucking king. Mm-hmm. But the problem is, women so damn independent, they try to take the place of the man from an emotional standpoint. So now they bumping heads from an emotional standpoint. I don't need you. It don't work that way, bro. Mm-hmm. A man stays where he appreciated, my nigga.
Facts.
You know I ain't lying, because guess what? You're a man. Right.
Talk heavy.
Talk heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Why do some people stay friends with their exes, even if it makes their new partner uncomfortable?
Convenience, unresolved feelings.
Mm-hmm.
It's simple for me. If your past is hurting your future, then it's time to let it go. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, what's important? Your past or your future?
Real talk.
But a lot of niggas be having unresolved feelings, you know what I'm saying? Soul ties and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Why do men keep certain women around for years with no real intentions?
Because they can. And the thing is, I think the woman should take more responsibility than the man. Why are you around for all these years? You know what I'm saying? Being an option. You just an option. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like the saying, you want to have your cake and eat it too. Who the fuck don't want to have their cake and eat it too? Mm-hmm. That goes against human nature. Have you ever got a piece of cake and didn't want to eat it? Nobody.
Nobody.
So if the option is there and it's always going to be there, it's always going to be an option. I might not never had to go that route. I might not never had to open up door number 2, but it's there. Mm-hmm. The woman got to stop that.
How important is accountability when it comes to resolving relationship issues?
Very important. Very important. Ladies, it's very important. Love without accountability turns into manipulation. You know what my man just joked with me about? He said, yo, you remember when it was the 100 men versus the gorilla? How the gorilla would do the men? He said, yo, imagine if it was 100 women against accountability. All of them would lose. And I'm not even taking shots at the women, but women, the relationships I've been in, and most women, they don't want to be accountable, bro. Mm-hmm. A lot of times, listen, I'm not gonna lie, cheating is a choice. But a lot of times men cheat is because they don't feel like the man in their house, bro.
True indeed.
I'm telling you.
When does the silent treatment become emotional manipulation?
When it's used to punish and not process. When it's used to punish and not process, bro, that's silent, not saying shit. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you need time. And just because you need time don't mean you disappearing.
Facts.
That silent shit can be like a healing pause or a loud weapon. You know how women do. I ain't speaking to you. Talk to me. Listen, if women are emotional beings, right? As a man, I have to develop something called emotional intelligence in order for us to mesh in this household, in this relationship, and in this union. If both of us are emotional, then there's two females in the fucking house.
That's true.
I have to be the problem solver. I have to.
Is cheating the result of a deeper issue, or is it just a selfish act?
Man, cheating. Listen, bro, I don't know, like, why the sky blue, bro? Why 6'8" niggas can dunk a basketball? Why the chicken wrap from Sharif so good? Yo, when it come to cheating with men, yo, first let me say this. I think that women will be more understanding to cheating if they understood the nature of a man and if they understood how good vagina really is. If they knew, I'm not talking about no stud to strap up and have sex with a woman. I'm talking about a woman do not understand how good vagina feel. Now, and I'm not saying that that's an excuse. I'm saying you will be a lot more understanding why a nigga will walk out and get some of that. And on top of that, bro, like human nature.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of men in the world who do not cheat. I get that. But the majority, it's in their nature to want to have more than one woman, bro. If you was to look at the history of polygyny, not polygamy, polygyny and what is monogamous? Monogamy and polygyny. Mm-hmm. Polygyny is to have more than one wife. Monogamy is to have one wife. You agree? Mm-hmm. All right, so this is what anthropologists say. The history of mankind recorded 50,000 years, 80 to 85% of society practice polygyny.
Wow.
80 to 85%, bro. That's 50,000 years. This Roman Greco society that in the Western culture, just forcing you to be with one woman by law, this is new. It's only been around 1,000 years. Men has had wives for years. King Solomon had 700 wives? Because back in those days, if you had the money, it was the finances. Back then, like if you was a farmer, a king, or a chief, and you can take care of women, you can have multiple wives, bro. And guess what else? Statistics show that polygyny, societies that has polygyny are more successful than the societies that have monogamous societies. You get what I'm saying? So how does one woman shit working out? It's not working. That's why the divorce rate's so high. Because a man going to tap into his nature and hand that every now and then and go get some. And I'm not saying it's right. I just want women to see that perspective. This how society and men have been for years. And let me also add something to it. Now, during those days, most of the men did have one wife because they couldn't afford to have another wife. But you think you're going to meet a basketball player, a football player, somebody that's got a lot of prestige and fame and power and money, not going to mess with women? Y'all crazy.
Yeah, you would be a delusional.
You'd be delusional. Y'all crazy. But the thing is, women think that they have the same emotional content as men. Mm-hmm. Women, when they babies and little girls, they get baking cakes and they prepared to find that one man they're gonna spend the rest of their life with. Men playing with Tonka trucks and shit, playing Xbox, and they're not worrying about that shit.
Fact.
So we don't have the same emotional content. Again, I'm not saying that it's wrong to cheat. I just give you a broader perspective of human nature. If a man has the ability to cheat, he usually will. Or the finance or the usually cheat. But it's men out there who don't cheat. I don't cheat. Because I'm at a point in my life where my woman was right for me. Now, also, religious texts. I haven't read nothing that said that you can't have more than one wife. Hit me in the DM if show it to me. I haven't read no religious text. I've read a lot of religious books, the Quran, the Bible, wherever you want to go at. Show me where it say a man cannot have more than one wife. Now, what it says is kind of like it's best to have one if you only knew. Mm-hmm. But even Islamically, they say you can have more than one wife if you can afford to take care of her, because she got to have a house. She got to have a house. She got to have a car. She got to have a car. I'm just trying to get women to understand human nature. it's a battle that you're losing and you're delusional about it. You're going to get a high value man that's up. He choose you. You think he's just going to choose you?
Mm-hmm.
It don't even make sense, but
Don't add up.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't think you bring nothing to the table.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly, bro. Let me tell you something about money, right? And what it does. I'm just going to tell you a story. I had so much money at one time that niggas was laughing at my jokes and I wasn't even trying to be funny. Mm-hmm. So imagine what a woman would do and what she would go for. She need to understand, like, yo, this a man has 700 billion life forms in his balls. You think he's gonna give them all to you? I'm not even trying to be.
You gotta distribute it.
Right. And I'm saying sometimes young men, such as this guy right here, he got to go through relationships, trial and error to find that one woman that makes him complete. And then he will become a true player, like me. Because a true player is not a motherfucker that romance a different woman every day of the week. A true player romance the same woman for a lifetime. That's what I'm at with it. But I understand human nature. Women need to study men. Like, yo, y'all have a delusional idea of what you think a successful union is. Sometimes a successful union is two women. What you tell me the other day? Your man was like, shit, his marriage is good because he got a side. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I said, okay, I understand where you're coming from. Yep. It's the balance. And I'm not saying this, right? I'm just saying with people, I'm giving people the idea, like sometimes you just got to understand how this world works. And get outside your own ass. And I'm just being honest with you, bro. Like nice. women be like, I want this how you supposed. But that ain't the world that we live in.
True,
it's not. Ain't there's more women than men anyway?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
It's 3-to-1 ratio, I believe.
And why was that? Why was that, bro? Why is it more women than men? Allah created more women than men to ensure reproduction. Be fruitful and multiply. He never said be fruitful and multiply with one woman. Show me where it said that.
That's true, man. Can't lie with you about that one. Can't fight you on that one. Can financial imbalance create a power struggle in a relationship?
Financial imbalance?
Yep.
Hell yeah. All right, so if it's not enough money in the household, it creates insecurity, right? Mm-hmm. If you got that bag, you might become cocky. It gotta be balanced, right? I seen this with people that's close to me. If you allow money to run your relationship, then love suffocates. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be a percentage on the value that y'all bring to a relationship. That's why the 50-50 thing, if you're going 50-50, that's a percentage, right? I would go 100-100, as long as you bring value to the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Great. Like me and my wife discussed. I pay all the bills, right? When she get her check, we're going to invest it. The value is there. We build it for us. You get what I'm saying? It ain't no my money is your money and your money is your money. That shit dead. It's what you bring it, right? As a union, we build it.
Facts. We
building as a union. We want to leave some things to our kids when we go. Generational wealth and things like that. We invest her money and I cover whatever. We discuss this. You feel what I'm saying?
It's more of a partnership.
It's more of a partnership, bro.
It has to be.
Yeah, and the thing, if your woman is your friend, why wouldn't she want to do that? If that's your friend. Listen, bro. My wife want me to win and I want her to win. Why wouldn't she want to invest in the money coming back in the house?
Mm-hmm. Can being too independent ruin intimacy?
Ruin intimacy? Mm-hmm. Hyper independence, yes. Because hyper independence, you feel cold. It says that if you feel cold, it says that I don't need you. A man is a title of responsibility. It's in his nature to feel needed, right? It kills intimacy, right? Because real intimacy says, I choose you even though I can do it by myself. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, when you too hyper independent on that, I don't need no man. Yeah. That I don't need no man speech. That shit came from a broke heart woman. I don't need no man. Think about it. That shit is That shit is drenched in trauma. Where you think I don't need a man concept came from? A hurt woman.
That's true.
I'm telling you.
All right. Final thoughts. What's more dangerous to a relationship? Lack of communication or lack of comprehension?
Lack of comprehension. If you don't understand the words that is coming out of my mouth, you can't comprehend. Like, what the? Of course, that's a greater detriment to a relationship. You don't even understand what the hell going on. But lack of communication is like really what hurt the relationship. But comprehension is number one. You can't even comprehend what I'm saying.
That's true. Last but not least, what advice would you give your younger self about love and partnership?
Mm-hmm. Like me and the young brother here was talking about real love is self-love first.
Mm-hmm.
I can't pour into you if I have nothing to pour. Like, and then it's not even about being selfish, it's about being self-full as a self-fulfillment. Like the statement I tell you, if you see light at the end of the tunnel, you're still in the tunnel. If I have nothing to give you, then how can I love you whole? So I would have to tell myself to love from a whole place. You know what I'm saying? Go out in the world, experience some things. When you're ready, you're ready. Like now, it took me a minute to get here. You mean, but my man said the other day, it's better to have a long walk than a painful stand.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm at with it. Right.
That's a nice way to put it. All right, man. This concludes our interview. Relationship 101 with 100 Grand.
Relationship. Zone 100 Podcast.